I'm Ari, you're watching Vice, and this is Preston. This is Preston, a suburb 9 kilometres northeast of Melbourne CBD. It's on the precipice of rapid change and, as with many of Melbourne's inner suburbs, gentrification threatens to alter the face of its historically diverse community. Today I'm meeting with some local icons, long-time stalwarts and new faces. We've got 12 hours to see what's up. We're starting at Preston's very edge, where the remains of a huge DIY skate park lie scattered around this empty lot. Known as the Tannery DIY, built on the site of the 1800s Preston Tannery, after 12 years of community work, the skate park was recently demolished by developers, set to be built into apartments or offices. The ongoing project was home to a dedicated crew of skaters and even went international, being featured in Thrasher videos and hosting demos by brands like Santa Cruz. I caught up with 2 core members of the Tannery DIY to find out more.
It started off being funded by the builders and then basically had a GoFundMe going Australia-wide, probably maybe worldwide as well, who knows. That's what kind of led to the expansion of it because, you know, we're not working off a couple of $100 here and there. We've got a bit of money to pay for some concrete.
Once we built an obstacle, we'd look at it and go, oh, how can we link that up? And then the vert wall sort of started on the side and then it just kept growing.
There was a good crew of about 15 of us. Yeah, like even a few of the local people that would come bring their kids here and they'd often talk to us saying, it's amazing what you guys have done. Like every time we poured, there was just people who come out of the woodwork and help push barrows. Got a text from a bunch of BMXers that were here and it was basically like, hey, there's excavators like ripping this down. So they basically begged the excavators to like let everyone have one last session here. So this is the remains of the Tannery DIY.
There's always sort of random stuff going on here. People doing art on the walls or photo shoots and people picking fennel to cook with.
Like I asked the excavator drivers, they said council permit. Council saying it's the developers doing it. They're always going to get ripped out. You just have fun while they're there.
Development seems to be the new normal in Preston. For years, the beloved Preston Market has been under immense pressure from its billionaire private owners to be mostly demolished and turned into apartments. Despite community backlash, protests and outrage, the market's future is uncertain. I met with 2 members of the Save the Preston Market Action Group, a grassroots collective fighting for the market, to discuss.
So what is the threat that's facing the market?
Losing it.
So the market's privately owned, and that includes perimeter of the car parking, the market itself.
It is rare for a market like this, that's a public community space, to not be owned by the government, right?
Well, a lot of the markets now, I think, currently are publicly owned.
Been here over 50 years. I've shopped here over 40. I think it makes more sense to have somewhere where people can buy fresh food. I don't want to shop at a supermarket for the rest of my life, whatever I've got left. And it is the soul of Preston, I'll say that.
Food is fresh, it's affordable. It services a broad community across a lot of the northern suburbs, so it's not just Preston, it's kind of everywhere. You've got young families from the inner suburbs coming here, mixing in with like lots of different ethnicities, and it's this weird sort of melting pot of cultures, which is really cool.
My parents being migrants, this was, I guess, the centre of their universe. Rather than just seeing it as a transactional place where I just go and buy stuff, it just became a lot more. The people who own the market own parcels of land all around it. They could realise sustainable development around the market and we could have a happy coexistence. But that's not in their makeup, it's not in their DNA. Now their response is, but we will have another market. It won't be the Preston Market, and hopefully we'll never get there.
Since the filming of this, the market's owners have announced they will renew the leases of all market stall holders for 5 years. Thanks to the years of campaigning and protests by the Action Group and the Preston community, the market has been saved from development, for the time being. Anyway, it's lunchtime.
This is La Panella. It is an all-vegan Vietnamese bakery. They've been here for ages, like 10 years or something. Definitely an institution here. And the banh mi is really good as well. This place is amazing. You can't really find any place that's like this anywhere else. Oh, no, stop! I can't eat any more food. Everything is just perfect bakery level goodness, except it's all vegetarian and vegan, which is mad. Anyway, so good. Yeah. Beetroot. Yeah. Lemon, ginger. That'll be good. Thank you.
We're spoiled for choice here, but we gotta go see Jenny for the best pho ever. This is a serious Preston institution. How long have you been here for?
23 years. Sometimes I'm thinking I might retire, but when I talk to customers, they say, no way. And I say, okay, I continue on.
Customers weren't like, you're retired, you're allowed. Your husband wakes up at 4 a.m., did you say?
Yes, he came here, he cooked the broth, about 6 hours. Yeah, and then after that, he go home and have a nap and come back to help me.
You live in the neighborhood as well?
Yeah, I live in Preston, yes.
Do you buy all of the groceries at the market?
Yes, most of the ingredients. Our most popular dish is pho and spring roll, of course.
Of course. Yum. After that incredible warm meal, it was time to walk it off. And then I saw it, the Preston Fishing Club. Many questions come to mind, like, why is there a fishing club in this inland suburb? It was time to get some answers. Thank you. Is that a real fish?
Yeah, that's a real trout. Yeah, caught back in the day. Meetings adjourned.
Like, we're like 14 kilometres from the closest water. That's the closest. I don't even know if you can fish there. Why? Why is there a fishing club?
Yeah, look, the fact is that people in metropolitan Melbourne do fish, and access to fishing spots does take you out into the regional areas.
How long has this place been here for?
We're celebrating 100 years this year. Well, what's it say? July 1914, you know?
So they're all dudes.
They're old dudes.
Okay, how many members of the club do you have?
138.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's a lot.
Being in existence for so long, yeah, we've got a great membership, and to meet every Thursday night is quite outstanding.
Back on High Street, there's a new Indigenous youth centre. In just a few months, manager Zachary Lovett had transformed the space into a one-stop creativity hub.
We are at the Darty Munro Youth Hub in Preston. At the moment we're running a drop-in centre, recording centre, digital art space and a cafe.
We do a lot of woodwork and wood burning with the boys and teaching them more about their culture.
Hopefully we can then build partnerships or pathways out into the careers that they want to go into. To teach kids that you should chase your dreams. There is nothing wrong with knowing what you want and going after it. And we're at a stage at the moment where, because of Kid Leroy's and Kobe D's and JK47s, and they're now seeing that it can happen and you can go on to bigger and better things.
While Preston may be changing, there clearly still remains a passionate commitment to creating unique community spaces for the suburbs residents. Across the road, there's a relatively new supermarket called 888. As well as a massive variety of groceries, the owners have something else in there that's a little bit special. When did this supermarket open up?
Actually, just 3 weeks.
Only 3 weeks?
A couple of weeks.
I heard you have like a game here.
Oh yeah.
That's like kind of special.
Yeah.
Can we see it?
Yeah, sure. A lot of customers ask, oh, it's a game.
Yeah.
So we think, put a sign like if you're spending $10 over, we can give you 1 coin.
Nice. It looks really heavy. Like.
Oh yeah. Shipping costs a lot.
Yeah.
If this one $100, shipping costs $100.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh my god. It's starting to get late, so it's time for some drinks and leisure. The Keys is a new bowling alley with an arcade, bar, bistro and beer garden. In a lot of ways, it's the antithesis of the old Preston. But the reality is, Preston is changing, and the Keys is part of the new guard. Let's check it out. What drew you to want to work in this place?
I was working a corporate job before, and I saw all the advertising and the vibe, and I thought, I really want to go work there. I haven't looked back. It's a great place to work.
Quit your corporate job.
Yeah.
You know, Preston's obviously a suburb that's like changing heaps, and I guess this is part of like the new wave. You see it as like good for the community to have places like this?
Yeah, I think it's great. We've got founding members that are our neighbours just across the road. We've got founding members from far away, and you know they've got a big plaque up on the wall there.
So the community response has been good?
Yeah, on the whole it's been great.
It may be one of the 4 horsemen of the gentrification apocalypse, but at least there's activities.
Yum.
Now to close off the evening at the Galaxy Pool Lounge. The name really says it all.
How long has this place been open for?
10 years. And people are only discovering it now. It used to be a furniture shop.
Yeah, okay. Someone told me that it used to be like a gangster hangout or something.
I wouldn't know.
No.
We have basketball. We've got the Tester strength punching bag as well. Scores currently at 920.
All in a day's work, really. Well, it's 9 p.m. That was Preston. Met some cool people, done some interesting things. and it's time to go home.